Devin the Dream Haney promises to outsell all other fights this year with his fight against Ryan Garcia on April 20th. And that includes someone that will be on pay-per-view right after that on May 4th, Saul Canelo Alvarez. And when that happens, Devin Haney will officially be the face of boxing. And he will no longer be fighting for titles, only money, because his legacy is set. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back. It's your boy Fanan. In this conversation, we will address comments from Devin the Dream Haney about his fight with Ryan Garcia being the biggest fight in boxing this year for the entirety of this year, including the fight coming up right after his with Canelo Alvarez versus who knows, but it doesn't really matter. If Devin Haney does this, Devin Haney says that he is the face of boxing and that it is no longer important for him to be fighting for titles or fight for big fights or legacy fights, that he only cares about the money, or rather the big fights and the money. Before I get into both of those, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much for your continued support. It really makes a huge difference to the channel. So Devin Haney has been saying that he is the face of boxing. After Gervonta Davis beat Ryan Garcia and did 1.2 million pay-per-views estimated, and a $23 million gate in Las Vegas against Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis said that he is the face of boxing. Many people said that he is the face of boxing. There is somebody, though, out of Mexico, Jalisco, Mexico, that goes by the name of Saul Canelo Alvarez that may disagree with that, because Saul Alvarez does very big numbers anytime he's not on the zone, but fighting on pay-per-views on networks where people actually watch the fights. So when Devin Haney said on an interview with DAZN that he is the face of boxing now, and that the fight with Ryan Garcia will be the biggest fight of this year, stood out to me, because May 4th will also be a fight, and that is just 2 weeks later. A fight will take place on Amazon Prime, most likely, between Saul Canelo Alvarez and most likely Jermall Charlo. If Devin Haney outsells Canelo Alvarez, will he be the face of boxing? I have to say that it would be an interesting argument, because if Devin Haney outsells what Gervonta Davis did against Ryan Garcia, and they do 1.3 million, 1.4 million pay-per-views on DAZN, I would have to say maybe, because Ryan Garcia was the same person that Gervonta fought. However, if Gervonta can say he's the face of boxing, if Devin Haney does that against Ryan Garcia and he wins, then hey, he could make the same claim. If he outdoes Canelo Alvarez in his fight against, let's assume it is Jermall Charlo, and Canelo Alvarez is on a huge platform like Amazon Prime, and Devin is able to do it on a much smaller profit platform like DAZN, then I would say, hey man, you may get it. Now, do we think that that's going to happen? No, I do not. I don't doubt that it will do better than the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia will do better than the fight between Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. I don't doubt that. But when you're bookended by a pay-per-view on March 30th on Amazon Prime with Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman, Rolly Romero, Isaac Cruz, Erislandy Lara, Michael Zarafa, Sebastian Fundora, and whoever Sebastian Fundora is fighting. And people buy that pay-per-view. Then you have, just 2 weeks later, a DAZN pay-per-view. Then 2 weeks after that, you have Canelo. Do you think people are going to be buying 3 in a row? That's kind of tough. People may say, I'm going to get the first one, I won't get the second one, and I'll get the third one. Or, hey, I got to pick which one. I'm probably going to get the third one because Canelo was the one with the most established fan base. But the good thing is that at least we'll get a sense of what it will be, and we'll be able to determine for ourselves whether or not Devin Haney is going to be able to do 1 million pay-per-views against Ryan Garcia, bookended by Tim Tszyu and Canelo Alvarez. There's also another little bit of an issue with that. Nobody seems to be able to know what the actual pay-per-view numbers are. So the more safe way to go about doing it is looking at the gate. What will the gate be for Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia? What will the gate be for Canelo Alvarez? Will people be willing to go and take trips and fly in to Las Vegas 2 times, or actually 3 times in 3 weeks? Will they be willing to fly out there to go see Tim Tszyu fight Keith Thurman in Vegas, and then see Devin Haney fight Ryan Garcia in Vegas, and then see Canelo Alvarez on Cinco de Mayo fight Jermall Charlo? It's a lot of competition right in that small patch. So if Devin Haney is able to win that competition, then hey, man, you're not going to hear a lot of arguments from me that he could make the argument that he is the face of boxing. Now, say he should not do that and not come close to that. Does that then mean that he is not the face of boxing? Absolutely, it does. Because if you are right, you have a better opponent, a more well-known opponent, a guy that has been more successful on pay-per-views in the past than Ryan Garcia, and you're still outsold by Canelo against Jermall, who has only, I do believe, been on pay-per-view 1 time himself. And even then, I think he was the co-main event for the Jermell. No, I think he was only on a pay-per-view with his brother once, and he was on the second to last fight, the penultimate fight, the last time when David Benavidez fought Demetrius Andrade. So, but we'll see. Now, the other thing I find interesting is that he made the comment that Devin Haney is no longer interested in legacy because it's already solidified. He's already got the belts. He doesn't have to worry about that now. Now, all he's doing is looking for big fights. At 25 years old, he has another potentially 11 years left in his career. I don't know about that one because that's not the case for Canelo Alvarez. That wasn't the case for Floyd Mayweather. It wasn't the case for Oscar De La Hoya. You don't really get to tap out at 25 years old, I don't think, and say that it's only about legacy when really you beat George Kambosos and Lomachenko. Lomachenko's a very good win, without a doubt. George Kambosos, I'm not so sure about. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.